Okay, yo, this is the fourth time I'm like trying to make this video. Like, I can't believe it. Anyways, yo, what's up? My name is Wes, and this is like an intro video to me. So yeah, I'm Wes. I'm 27, and yeah, I live in New York City. Um, I've been here for just over a year. Right now, I'm currently living in Hell's Kitchen, but the actually, I would say about half and half of my time spent here has been in East Village. Um, then I moved to Queens for like a month, and then after that month of living in Queens, came to Hell's Kitchen, and yeah, it's been a cool experience. East Village is dope, of course, like all the history and the vibe, like it's extremely cool. Hell's Kitchen, not as cool, but not bad either. So yeah, that month I spent in Queens was also very, very cool. I wouldn't move back there. It's so fucking far. Um, but I happened to like live like right on the beach, like Rockaway Beach, and it was dope. I am from Virginia Beach. Not saying that I like lived there for my entire life, but I was like born there, spent the first few years of my life there, and then like right as I left Virginia, I was living there. Um, I spent most of my life in Newport News, but I feel like a spiritual connection to Virginia Beach because of the fact that like yeah like that's where I grew up. My first few years on earth were spent in Virginia Beach, and it's really surprising how like heavily that experience like influenced me. My family, like my dad's side of the family, all lives in Virginia Beach, and it's really crazy just like how connected to that city I feel. um, when I moved out of my mom's house, um, I moved to Virginia Beach, and yeah, um, I can't really describe that experience of like living there after all those years as anything short of like magical. It felt like magic, like legit. It was dope. So yeah. But anyways, moved from there to New York, and yeah, I'm an artist. You know, like I know how to do a lot of stuff, but there's still like a lot to learn because I didn't grow up like knowing that I was an artist. Always drawing and writing and stuff like that, but never like I can't remember the last time I took an art class. Um, yeah, I can't remember the last time I took an art class. Never had like high quality art supplies, and my parents were never like going to the art store and like, yo, like here's some oil paints and canvas, like do what you got to do. You know, it was never like that. You know, I had like sketch pads and like journals, and that's like all I did. Um, really wish I had taken some classes, um, but you know, I'm here, and I'm here to like make some shit happen. So that's where it is. So yeah, long story short, yeah, so I'm in New York City, and like I said in the last video, if you watched it, about to get this YouTube popping. Um, I am not the kind of person to like regularly upload and shit. I'm also not the kind of person to like regularly create. I want to be that kind of person, but I really like if I'm being completely honest, I'm only that person when I have like weed on deck, like legit, like nothing but straight like weed, and trying to step it up and get acid on deck because yeah, I've had some pretty cool experiences on LSD, and it's one of those things that comes like almost like when it's time to, and it comes like that one time, and like that's it. I've done acid 3 times. Well, technically five, but yo, I sound like such a like stoner person. But anyways, yeah, So yeah, I've done acid 3 times that I count. The first time wasn't shit. I had it on my tongue. Then the girl I was dating at the time said some shit that freaked me out. I was scared I was gonna have a like bad trip, so I swallowed it. I was like, no, I'm good. Um, Barely felt anything that time. I don't even know if I felt anything. I might have just imagined it. And the second time I was actually here in New York at this Airbnb called Secret Mansion, which is now shut down. You know, R.I.P. Um, so yeah, it was a New Year's Eve party, and yeah, I felt it that time, but I didn't take a lot though. Um, but it was a cool experience for sure. And then the last time I did acid was summer 2019, which is now like 2 years ago, which is crazy. Um, that's like super crazy. Time is fucking flying. But yeah. So I say like five because we got that acid and I took it 3 separate times, but the only time it really like hit me was like the third time. The first time it was just to test it out. My roommate like had a fucking weird ass experience, and that was weird. But I only tried like I think a tab and a half. The second time was for my birthday, in which I did 2 tabs, and like that was cool. I don't know if I did 2 tabs or if I did a tab and a half that day. So yeah, long story short, I was feeling it, but it was like whatever. Anyways, the third time was on June 1st, 2019. I'll never forget it because that shit changed my life. And I did 3 tabs, listened to reggae for hours, and yeah, it was like, Wesley, you are. Well, I don't know if I should say that here. Long story short, it was like, Wesley, you are a fucking artist and you're about to be a fucking big fucking artist. So yeah, you need to like make some shit happen. And you're about to marry like a fucking bad bitch. Well, I didn't actually say that, but it said that, just not in those terms. Um, so yeah, and some shit happened at the end of that summer, and that shit that happened resulted in me coming here to New York, and like here I am. And yeah, life's chill. You know, chilling solo for the most part. Um, just me, this laptop, and this microphone that I got with the stimulus. So shout out to that. Um, then I got my keyboard and my Switch on deck, and yeah, like shit's lit. In this fucking hotel room that I've been staying in for free for like the past 10 months, which is cool. And I just got a room in the Bronx, which is super dope. Um, so yeah, don't exactly know what's gonna happen next. Oh, it's 11:11, so yeah. Um, don't exactly know what's gonna happen next. A lot has not really happened recently. It seemed like when I first got here, all sorts of like crazy shit was happening. Like when I first got here, I haven't shown like any work since elementary school. Elementary school, I would say like first, second grade for some reason, just showing like all kinds of work at all kinds of places. And then switched schools, and from that point on, like my art was never like popping. I don't even think I was in an art class like after elementary school. Um, Even though I really should have been. I wish, dude, there's so much I wish I had done like after elementary school. Wish I had studied like fashion, like painting, like drawing, like all that. Like I wish I'd studied it like formally. And the fact that I didn't, I'm just like, yo, you definitely behind the curve, but it's all good. I'll get there at some point. I'm sure of it. Um, Sorry this video was so long. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch it. But I guess it doesn't matter if anyone watches it. It's about me just making it, and I'm sure I will make things that people watch. So yeah, yeah. I wish I had gotten some like formal training, but yeah, like I said, like I'll get there. Things that I know how to do, things that I want to do. The last job I had in Virginia, was screen printing. So I know how to screen print, which is something I never ever imagined I would know how to do, and I do. Like I know how to do it completely, and it's just like, okay, that was a very unexpected turn in life. Um, had this crazy experience with like the last job I had before the screen printing job. Um, ended up getting like fired on like the most crazy shit that I didn't even like do. And from that point on, I was just like, yo, I don't really want to work anywhere that I don't genuinely enjoy. I want to work around people that I don't genuinely like. I don't want to work anywhere that doesn't feel like authentically, where I don't feel like my authentic self. Um, this feeling of being like alienated from myself. I was reading some of, oh man, I'm gonna mispronounce his name. It sounds stupid, but Guy Debord, Guy Debord, the dude that wrote Society of the Spectacle, and yeah, talking about like alienation from the self, like through the work that you do, and that's been like my entire experience, and I'm just like, yo, yeah, I'm done with that. Especially if motherfuckers really just gonna like like get rid of you like it's nothing. You realize your expendability, and at some point you have to like own it and be like, yo, I'm not expendable. Like, not like I don't want to be. I don't want to be anywhere where that is like a quality. Like, okay, like this dude is a pawn. This dude is like expendable. Like, I don't want to do that. And so yeah, I quit the screen printing job with that same like mindset in mind. All of a sudden, like I've been working my ass off all summer, and then they want to like promote someone at the same like rate as me, and I'm like, no, no way. Walk right the fuck out of there, and have not worked since, simply because like, yo, trying to make sure that I have like whatever I do next is like, it's gotta be like the thing, not the thing that I'm doing for the rest of my life, but it's gotta be, because working for somebody for the rest of my life is definitely not it. Like I definitely have to work like for myself. Um, but when I say it's got to be the thing, I mean it's got to be like, there can't be any question about it. There can't be any ounce of like fakeness about it. Like it's got to be real. Um, it's got to feel right, because yeah, I'm not trying to have that experience anymore of just like being shown that I'm like expendable. Even after like giving everything I have. Like that shit sucks. So yeah, definitely not trying to do that again, and that's why I haven't worked. Um, so yeah. Anyways, a little more about me. Um, Currently in a long distance relationship with a girl that lives in Paris. Um, you know, Shout out to her. Um, I have I had one job since I worked here, or since I came here, which was working with this guy that owned his own like clothing store, where he printed his own shirts onto stuff, or his own designs onto like clothing and stuff. Um, and it would have been cool, but I got like a weird vibe from it. You know, Maybe it was PTSD after my like previous two working experiences, but I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling this. So I did. After working for him for like a day, um, and sometimes I'm not sure if I made the right decision, because such a cool place. Like the place itself was cool. The guy himself was kind of an asshole, but like I'm just wondering if I like judged it too quickly. Um, but you can't change the past, and it is what it is. So yeah. Um, Also, there's an artist named Pashka who I ran into like, I think the first month that I was here. He just happened to be like showing work in Chinatown, and I ran into him. It's probably like the coolest thing that's happened to me since I came here. It was so random. I've been a fan of him for like, let's see, it's 2021. I found him in 2012. So that's 9 years, but 8 years when I like actually, no, 7 years when I had actually met him, because that was 2019. So I've been a fan of him for like 7 years, and like just randomly ran into him. He, I think he was living in LA. I think he lives in LA. So for him to like randomly be here and me to be randomly walking down the street and randomly spot him in a gallery, like extremely fucking cool, extremely surreal. Um, and yeah, yeah, I could go into a whole fucking like thing about like what it means to have surreal experiences and how my life is like characterized by like really surreal experiences and will continue to be so until I die. And I guess everyone's life is like that, but there's definitely something very, very like, I don't want to say abnormally because that makes it sound bad. It's not bad, um, but it's noticeably surreal. Um, Experiences that are just like, yo, you can, like, yo, the fact that I could walk to Central Park, it's like a 5 minute walk from here. Um, I'm living in this hotel, and just the fact that I'm here, like at all, I haven't paid a dime for like rent since I got here, and I could be living like somewhere really shitty. Let's just put it like that. I could be living somewhere extremely shitty, and yet I'm not. I'm living like 10 minutes from fucking Times Square. It's a 10 minute walk. Um, 5 minutes from fucking Central Park. Uh, when I first got here, I was living in East Village. Basquiat's old spot was like literally like 2 minutes away from where I was staying. It's cool. It's surreal. And that is extremely important to note about my life and about this channel. Um, I don't want to seem like overconfident or anything like that, but there's probably going to be some very like cool and culturally important things that happen on this channel if it ends up being a success, aka if I actually follow through on it. Um, Very culturally important things, very cool people that people are gonna be like, oh my god, like I can't believe like this person is on this channel. And like you sort of look back and you're just like, yo, like wow, so much happened like on that channel. I can't believe it. Um, you didn't even know it was gonna happen. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but like I said, my life sort of has a pattern, and it's a pattern of just being like really surreal and meeting really like cool, popular people. I don't want to say popular, very like influential people. We can listen to some Ariel Pink. So yeah, shout out to Ariel Pink. My dude came out as a Trump supporter, and I can't even hold it against him. I love his music so much.
That's right. TurboTax Free Edition is free.
So yeah, yeah, this video's getting kind of long, so I'm probably gonna end it soon. But yeah, wouldn't be surprised if like end up meeting like some really cool people, and like people look back on the channel and they're like, oh my god, like he, meaning myself, like he was so young then, and like wow, that person was so young. Like I can't believe I found this. Like low key, this channel is probably gonna turn into a gold mine, um, a cultural gold mine, and like I mean, it is what it is. That's just like how my life goes. Now, the biggest difference in how I know this is just so like yo, I don't make like conspiracy theories, but I definitely notice like patterns, and really important pattern for me is that like I've been trying to associate myself with like artists and art in general, um, in proximity. Like I've been trying to be like adjacent to it. Adjacency is what I meant to say. Trying to be like adjacent to it, not trying to be like trying to be like in it, but like just being like adjacent to it. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like I'm here, but they're like, yo, you're not like actually like in it. So me coming to New York, after having those experiences with work that I was telling you about, um, is me like coming to the other side of the mirror, or like I'm like, all right, I'm not adjacent, like I am here. So yeah, the sense of adjacency, the sense of like trying to be a part of something but not actually being able to be a part of it, like that's over. And that's how I kind of know like if this channel does like end up like going on and like being something like there's some very cool, like I said, culturally important things that are gonna happen up here. Um, and it is what it is. Um, so yeah. Anyways, this video is really long. Hopefully, like people watch it because hopefully my voice is able to like keep you on deck. We don't want to listen to Mark Garson right now. Shout out to Mark Garson, but not right now. What garçon? Excuse me. So yeah, Ariel Pink. We like Ariel Pink here. I don't care what everyone else says. So yeah. Anyways, this video is really long. I didn't expect for it to be so long, but this is my fourth time making it, and yeah, I guess this is the one that I'm gonna keep. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. So that's me. Like I said, I'm Wes, and yeah. Hopefully the video quality improves like over the course of the next year and the following years, and hopefully like yeah. I won't be in this room for much longer. Um, I would say maybe like within the next 2 or 3 videos, I'll probably be in my actual room in the Bronx. Um, and it's cool. It's a nice, hopefully quiet room. Hopefully pretty big. It's taken so long for me to like have the paperwork done. There were 2 rooms that I could choose from. I wanted the back room, even though it was smaller. Um, but I like the privacy. The second room is bigger. Um, and I'm thinking at first I was okay with like having a smaller room, but I'm thinking that like I want a bigger room because I want to do like more things, and I need a lot of space. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's another video. I feel like I could keep talking, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.